What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Bowline today. It is the 24th day of July, and here we are at 401154 after a massive rug pull of a dump, like a 90 something plus percent dump all in a day. The reason why this project dumped is because they've actually closed the project down. You're unable to view this post because the account limits the people who can view their posts. I unfollowed them. You can only look at the post if you follow them, so I unfollowed them. I was upset because of the rug pull yesterday. And unfortunately, we can't see the post, but the post here did say that they were shutting down Bowline. I have this one quote right here. And I was upset, reasonably upset, I think, because of this. And just full transparency, Bowline, the dev, did reach out to me yesterday after that post, and they explained what happened, and I have a little bit more sympathy for them. I still don't think that they handled this exit appropriately. Personally, I think it hurt a lot of people who invested in them at all over the last few days, and they didn't give this enough time. Their whole logic behind it was that the project wasn't going the way they thought it was going to go, and it's like, dude, you created it on the 13th. It's the 24th now. I mean, it was the 23rd whenever you did this. I mean, it was a 10-day lifespan. Things are not going to go the way that you want them to go. They're not going to. I think they gave up too soon. Virtuals, apparently they had some kind of talks with the virtuals protocol about being implemented as this real world asset on chain um, borrower and lender, and that they were going to get some support, some priority from virtuals, and then they got the X on that wasn't going to happen. So they rug pulled because of that, and I get it. You go into business, you think you're going to get a partnership with somebody, and then that partnership gets pulled. But it's like maybe you shouldn't have a public project available until you're actually solidified in that partnership. Maybe if that happens, I mean, I don't know. I don't know how it works out. I'm not a dev. I don't know how it all works out. But maybe you should have kept the project alive and said things aren't going as expected with virtuals. We're gonna keep trying though. We're gonna migrate over to whatever, whatever. And I don't know if it works that way. I don't know if they can or can't do that. This is crypto, and I will say, I to my own ignorance on this, I don't know if if you are capable of migrating from one thing to another, from virtuals to like something else with this coin. Um, but I did appreciate that they reached out. They didn't have to reach out. They did at least reach out, and that makes me think a little bit higher of them. I don't I don't like that it got rug pulled. I don't think anybody does, and that's it's understandable why that can leave a sour taste in your mouth. But um, I don't understand the full scope, the full reality of why this happened, or what might have been able to been done better to prevent this from happening. I don't know. It seemed like a legit project, but there's another guy, Spider Crypto, who I gave a shout out to specifically because of this project, putting it on our radar. I mean, I went through his ex. I don't really do this. I don't normally call people out, but I gave him a shout out recently within the last week, so I figured that I would rectify that shout out because every coin he's talked about, literally, let's see, with the exception of Swoj and FOMO, I don't know. These are relatively new ones, but she, Dow, Jacobian, Powell. Let's see. Did he delete them? Dude, I think he deleted them. Let's see. If he deleted them, that's even more pathetic. Let's see. Maybe we're just not far enough. I don't think he deleted them. We just weren't far enough. YMIR. These coins, they've all gone to zero backed. But specifically these coins. Because about a week ago, that's whenever I noticed these posts, specifically these coins here, YMIR. What's going on? Why won't it let me? Hold on. Backed. Squeeze. Bowline. Knock Finance. There's another one. Pawn Star. No, not that one. There's another one. He made a post. I think he deleted it. There was like 5 of them. Maybe it was a different post here. Let's see. Buy Rocket. I don't know. I didn't check Hoppy. All of these coins they dumped. They all dumped in the same day. That's the main thing that I'm trying to say here. They all dumped in the same day. I think he did delete one of the posts. He had like 5 that he gave a shout out to. Yeah, Data Bear, that one dumped as well. I'm trying to see. I think he did. I think he deleted it. Surplus. I mean, all these coins, they all rugged on the same day. So I don't normally care to call people out, right? You make a call on a project, it goes down, it rugs. You never know what's going on. It's not their fault inherently, but specifically like 5 of these projects that he shouted out within a 1 week period, they all rug pulled yesterday, all of them. And maybe Bowline rugged not because it's a coordinated effort with all these projects, but because they got the X, they didn't get the go ahead for what they were trying to do with virtuals, what they were going to be implemented with, whatever. But it still seems fishy. I don't know. Spider Crypto, if this isn't your fault, if you're not part of a coordinated shill and rug pull thing, it looks pretty bad. It looks pretty bad, man. I'm still going to follow him. I'll still check out the projects that he talks about, but I probably won't invest in them unless I have much more reason to believe that they're trustworthy beyond just his word for it. And I definitely won't be giving him shout outs or the projects that he talks about shout outs. I'll just do that in my own private time because this hurt me. It hurt some of my viewers. It sucks when this happens. This is the first time I've been rug pulled. I mean, outside of the meme coin market, meme coins rug pull all the time. That's, what you're getting. You know what I mean? I don't think TBB will rug pull. I literally think it's impossible to rug pull this thing. I mean, the owner controls 70% of the supply, and he's not going to rug pull, so it's just impossible. I can't rug pull it. I'm in the top 20 wallets. All 20 wallets could sell, and it might dump a lot, but it's not going to rug pull. People will buy back up. It's different. This kind of stuff, I haven't experienced this in like over a year, so it just sucks. I'm making this video because I put my voice out there. I put my name out there. I put my own, efforts into this coin, painted it a picture, and the picture didn't come true. And I want you guys to all know that I got the rug pulled on me as well. I did sell. I sold down here. After the rug pulled, I'm just thinking I'm not going to sell. I'm going to wait till the end of the day. And once it was the end of the day, I did sell. I had like $1,000 invested in this thing, and that's worth like $50 now. So just so you know, it's not me who pulled the rug. And if any of you got hurt by this, it's unfortunate. It happens. It does happen. This is crypto. Hopefully you listened to the words that I've said over the past couple videos that I made, and you didn't throw much money into this, right? I know 1,000 is a lot. It's not like a lot, like world ending. I think a lot of us can make $1,000 pretty easily. Maybe some people, it would take a month to work and save that up. Maybe it would take longer. Maybe it takes less time. It's different for everybody. It's not like it's my whole portfolio. It's not like it's my life savings. But I didn't even encourage anybody to buy that much. I was talking about $10, $50, $100. You know what I mean? So it's unfortunate at any amount to have it pulled, but hopefully you guys didn't bet the farm. Hopefully you took those words of caution, because again, it was a micro cap coin. Even back here, it was a very low cap coin. There was a moment where it was looking good, man, and then it just It tapered off. I'm actually glad that this happened whenever it did, because I was considering throwing more money into this because it was at a discount. And man, I would have been so pissed off. Oh, I was thinking about doing like more than doubling down. Um, but however it works, my thoughts are Bowline, the devs, if they lost money, if they themselves are net negative or even net neutral, they didn't make money on this, then I have a little bit more understanding. It to me, it doesn't seem like a coordinated effort, a coordinated scam. It seems like they had a plan. They were promised things, and then those promises were stripped from them, and things went away. I don't know how it all works, but I still think that they gave up too soon. There's got to be a way to have made this work and tried to transition it from virtuals to something else. I don't know. Um, but I again, I'm only giving them a little bit of understanding because they reached out to me. They did. They reached out to me, and that's something. That's not. I've been scammed plenty of times in this space. I've had the rug pulled. I've never had somebody reach out to me in the way that they've reached out to me. So they didn't have to do that. And it makes me think higher of them still. And I know that's hard to say in these moments, but nonetheless, it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate, and it's unfortunate for Bowline, for the team. I'm sure they had their hopes and dreams set on this. It's unfortunate for all the investors who bought in when I bought in, or at higher levels, or at these levels here, whenever you bought in. It's very unfortunate, but it is what it is. This is crypto. This stuff happens. It won't be the last time that any of us invest in something that rug pulls. And that's why whenever they're low market cap coins, you have to take risk into account. You have to mitigate what you invest. Anyways, I got nothing else. This video went on way too long. I need to save my voice for the other videos. Hit that like button, subscribe. Thank you all. Take care. Bye-bye.